Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California. The following video is going to be on these patio chairs that a lot of people buy. Some of them are called low backs, some are called high backs, and they're resin chairs. And I did a quick video about my garden, but I had a lot of people asking about the chairs. Do you have to paint them? When you buy these chairs, they're usually white. You can get them in blue. The one in the back is 28 years old and it's blue, and that's the color it came. This resin chair, if you rub your finger on, you will see clearly is giving off blue. I have not repainted this chair, but I'm using it as a raised bed. But generally, the cheaper ones for like $10, this one is like white. They come and they're white, but after a year or two in the sunlight, if you rub your finger on it, you will find that the resin starts to break down and you end up with white powder, which a lot of people, of course, aren't going to sit on anymore, so they toss them in the trash. What they don't realize is that you can do a quick fix, and that's what I'm going to show you. What I do with mine is I get paint from Home Depot and Lowe's. That's the tester paint that people have returned. They cost about $4 a container, but when they return them, Lowe's and Home Depot puts them on sale for $1.50 to $1, and they have a primer in them, and they've been working beautiful on the chairs that you can see here. This one I painted a couple years ago. Some of the others through here have been painted close to 10 years now, and they're still going strong. They get a little scuffed up because I stack them when we have a birthday party here, and so they can get scratched, but they do not give off any color. Once you paint them, they are good to go. You can sit on them and everything. When they're white and they're breaking down, you can't sit on them because if you're wearing black pants or denim jeans, you're going to get up and have a white behind. Once they're painted, the paint adheres to the resin, and you have a beautiful chair again that you can use for your everyday picnicking in your yard, or just sitting or enjoying, or as I do, I make raised beds out of them. So enjoy the video, my thoughts as I painted this particular chair green, and I hope I've given you an idea not to throw them away, but get some extra use out of them. And if you are going to throw them away, I want to know where you live, because I'm going to come pick them up. Today, I'm going to show you quickly, I've already done it, how to paint a patio chair, and you can get it done in like 15 minutes, and cheap too. Let me show you real quick. I go to Home Depot and I get their tester paints. Their tester paints at Home Depot are 50 cents usually. Every store could be different. Lowe's, they also have tester paints, and these are paints that people have returned. They didn't like the color, I guess, and they take them back and then they put them up for sale. I shouldn't tell my secrets. I won't be able to get any more. But Lowe's, I think, has them for $1, and then sometimes they put them on sale. Now, the thing is, if you don't want to use the color that they've got, and they get, like here's one that was kind of blue, and I was going to mix it, but I changed my mind, and I went ahead and went with this straight green. If you don't like the colors they've got, but you really want to get just a little bit of paint, I think these paints are only $3 and $4 to start with, and it really doesn't matter what type you get. They're all pretty much interior, exterior paints. They work great. I just buy whatever they have. This one's flat, and I've painted in both flat, semi-gloss, and gloss. But they're 50 cents, and for 50 cents, I have taken these chairs. So many times you find people throw these away because as they get old and the sun, the UV rays go through it, the white starts to come off in your hands, and then people throw them away, but they don't realize that's the best time to paint them. And it holds the paint. I've got some chairs that are cheese. They're well over 2 and 3 years old painted, probably even longer than that. It doesn't really wear off. What happens is it doesn't come off in your hands, is what I'm saying. See? It's not going to come off in your hands. What it does do is it might chip off a little bit, kind of like peel if you bump it or really scratch it. But look at this. You can get like 2, possibly 3 chairs out of 1 can, and I think the color is magnificent. You can pick out so many colors. Usually they have beiges and browns. They've even had purple, and I buy purple and all different colors. But I wanted you to see here. It literally took me less than 15 minutes, and I took my time doing it to paint this whole chair. I sat there, I painted. Now, the ideal thing to do is to turn it upside down. I didn't do it in this one. Paint all the legs first, then let it dry, and then flip it over and paint it. Generally, I only need to do 1 coat, and it's up to you if you want to do 2. It's up to you if you want to do the underside. My dad taught me to do everything because you know it's there or not there. So it depends on my mood. Don't tell my dad if I don't do it underneath. But I paint generally the whole thing, and it paints up so fast. So if you ever see these chairs on the side of the road and somebody is throwing them away and they're not broke, grab them. Get some paint. Go ahead and get the tester paint, and it is just amazing how beautiful they look. Literally 15 minutes, this whole thing was done. I think this color is gorgeous. It maybe didn't look so good on a house. Maybe they were doing a room. I don't know. But looks good to me for the price that I paid. So I hope I've given you an idea how to paint outdoor chairs. And yes, you can use these indoors or outdoors. I painted up a whole bunch. I've seen them on the streets and I'll pick them up. And I've painted them, had them for parties and stuff. But now I'm not having parties. So I'm still painting chairs. So with that, I hope I gave you an idea on how to paint a chair and save it so we don't have to send these to the dump, but we can use them for whatever you want to use them for, be it a party or be it a raised bed. So with that, have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody.